You know, I have a lot of friends who are professional drummers who play other cymbals, and they're coming to me saying, damn, these cymbals sound incredible. I became familiar with Paiste cymbals probably as a young child growing up. A good friend of mine, he played Paiste cymbals. And this past year, I was out with John Schofield and happened to run into another great drummer, Casper, and he had some Paiste cymbals. And after sound check, I went up to him and asked him, wow, those cymbals that you're playing, what are those? And he said, oh, these are the new masters. And I said, okay, sign me up right now. And that was the beginning of what has been a beautiful relationship so far. My overall impression of the brand of Paiste cymbals, I love the brand. I love what it stands for. I love all the guys that are on the roster. For me, it's always been about the sound of the cymbals. The consistency of the cymbals. And with Paiste, you get both. You get a great sound, and everything is always consistent. Each one out the box sounds great. So for me, that's the biggest thing, you know, just the consistency, and Paiste's right on top. Oh, the Masters hi-hats, my favorites. 15, 14, you can't go wrong. I mean, crisp, still with that sound that, you know, is, I think, and I want to be clear here, the sound of these cymbals is a sound that's great for everyone. It's not just a jazz cymbal per se. It's a great cymbal. The attack, and just the range of music that you can play with them, it's top of the line all the way around. Nobody else does it better. Each cymbal in diameter, when the diameter changes of each cymbal, the sound changes, right? I have to say, with the 16s that we've come up with, you're getting some meat and potatoes. It's not, you know, when you hit that 16, you feel the 16. So the 16 for me is something that I can take on the road and utilize it in different situations and still feel that tone that I'm looking for. Now with the 18, you can actually get to riding a little bit too. You know, I ride on all the cymbals, and so the 18 I can get to ride a little bit more on. When I crash it, you know, it's the same thing. It's giving me that tone I'm looking for. And really, that's what it's about, that the body and the tone. The 20 is a gem. For those guys like myself who really appreciate just having a cymbal that can do everything, the 20 is that cymbal. You talk about the 16 and the 18 being crashable. The 20 is very crashable. But at the same time, if you want to ride on it, it'll give you all the ride pattern in the world you can ever think to handle. The masters are exactly that, the masters. You don't have to be a master to play them, but once you start playing them, you might turn into a master. What separates the masters from other cymbals, their sound, consistency. You hear these companies talk about their complex rides and this and that, and we have just great rides, great crashes, great hi-hats. And they sound good, and they look good too. With these cymbals, you could walk into the store and say, hey, I heard Greg Hutchinson playing this cymbal, where is it, can I have it? And with Paiste, the consistency is such that you can do that. For me, that would be the biggest reason. I mean, it's not a thing about, okay, go to the factory and you can only get this sound if you go to the factory. No, you can get this sound walking into the store. And these are the cymbals. There's nothing else to talk about. Just masters are masters.